responsibly shop for our seafood, just to make sure that we're not taking out fish out of the populations out of the ocean that will affect other animals that eat those fish. Like our seals and sea lions here, for example, their counterparts out in the ocean do eat fish. So we want to make sure that we're not fishing from those populations that will take fish away from those animals. So that really is the core of what sustainable seafood means, is that we're being conscious about where the fish is being caught and making sure that those populations out of the ocean do stay plentiful.
Exactly, and a lot of people think that just because it's sustainable, that does not mean that it's more expensive. So it's pretty easy to go to your local grocery store and find out if things are sustainable. So for example, if you're in the New York area, Wegman sells all sustainable seafood, and they make it a point to make sure that they have signs so you're aware of what you're buying is sustainable. So like Melissa was saying, sustainability is just where it's caught from. So as she said, our animals here, their counterparts are facing those issues, and that's because we're just very good at taking large quantities of fish out of the ocean, which is not leaving food for those animals. So that's part of the reason why a lot of animals need rescued, is because they cannot find food. And that's due to us taking away their food. So that's why it's extremely important that the Seafood Watch app is that we pay attention to it, because these things do affect these animals, and we want to make sure that this message gets out there because it's important for our entire planet and our ecosystem. So we're actually going to explain to you guys a little bit about what that program is, what the free app that looks like that you can download on your phone, and it's really simple to use, and we're actually just going to go through that. So if you actually have been to the aquarium before, you have probably seen these pamphlets that Melissa's going to explain to you guys in a little bit. All throughout our aquarium, if you even participate in any of our encounter programs, we do give out these pamphlets as well, and we give a little brief discussion about it. So Melissa's going to go through that, and it's super easy to read, and like I said, it's very important. But yeah, go ahead and take a point out.
So we have these great little pamphlets here, double-sided. It makes it really easy to shop for sustainable seafood. So as you can see, there's green, yellow, and red. And if you think about it like a stoplight, you're going to have the green light means go, yellow light means slow down, red light means stop. So think about it like that when you're shopping for your fish. So the green light fish are going to be the fish that are plentiful, large populations, a lot of farmed populations as well, that aren't going to be taking the fish away from the animals out in the ocean that do need those populations. Our yellow light fish are going to be okay to buy in moderation, but it's not good to buy in large quantities because we want to make sure that we are keeping those populations at a good level. Then the red light is going to be the populations that we should stay away from. So there's different species on there that are not a good idea to buy, and for several different reasons. Now, one of the reasons could be overfishing. Another reason could be the type of fishing. So a lot of these fish on the red list are caught from gill nets, and all that means is that it actually catches a lot of bycatch, which means something that's not meant to be caught in that net. So it causes a lot of other populations to decrease when they're actually trying to catch one fish, but they're catching a lot of other species by mistake. So it is important to notice, for example, I like to point out that salmon is on all three lists. So it just depends on where the fish is caught, how it's caught, if it's farmed or not. So there's different ways that you can tell. So just because you want to buy salmon doesn't mean it's on the no-go list since it's on the red list. You can always check out the green list salmon or the yellow list as well. So lots of different options for you.
Yeah, and like I mentioned before a little bit earlier, that they actually do have a free app that you can download on your phone. So a little bit what that looks like, it's actually just like this. And it's pretty cool. It's super easy to use. So you actually have this drop down menu here that gives you all of the options. So if you're looking for information about what sustainable seafood is, you can read all about that on this app. You can also search for certain seafood, or even if you like sushi, you can search for that specific species. You can also look for it A to Z. If you know the name, but you don't know how to spell it correctly, you could also look for the type of sushi. Another really cool feature is you can actually type in either your city, your state, or your zip code of where you are, and it'll give you a list of all of the sustainable options that are around you. In case you're not really sure what seafood they might sell, it'll give you a list of all the restaurants or any places that you can buy the sustainable seafood. So it's incredibly easy. You just let your phone pretty much do the work. If you allow them to access your location, it's going to give you everything right around you. And like I said, you barely have to do any of the work. And again, it has a lot more features on here as well. So there's a whole glossary on it. So Melissa was talking about those gill nets. That might be in the glossary. Things like that are going to pertain to this sustainable seafood. That'll give you more information about it. So like I said, it's free, super easy to use. If you guys are more interested in this, definitely check it out. At least give it a chance. So next time you're at the grocery store, if you question whether it might be sustainable or not, you can simply read the package of that seafood and either type it in there, or it might have it already listed. So super easy to use, super important, and just something to be aware of.
Yeah, do we have any questions so far about our sustainability or our app, for example, the Monterey Bay app?
Not yet. Do you guys want to kind of explain, does it only affect seals and sea lions out in the ocean?
That's a great question. No, it doesn't. It actually affects a lot of different types of animals. For example, animals that get caught in the gill net can a lot of times be dolphins or turtles. Now, these are animals that do breathe air, so because they're getting stuck in those gill nets, they're being held underwater in those nets, and unfortunately, they are dying. So it does affect lots of different populations. The vaquita is one of the world's smallest cetaceans, and that's off the coast of Mexico, on the California side, on the Pacific Ocean. That species has dropped down to under 30 vaquita in the entire world because of those gill nets. They're getting caught, and unfortunately, they're just not surviving. So it does affect a lot of different animals out in the ocean. The gill nets and overfishing. So it's very important that we keep track of the sustainability for what types of fish that we are buying.
Right. And it might not even affect mammals necessarily. Other fish feed on other fish in the ocean as well, so it affects them. A lot of people might think of just mammals, but it's affecting every single animal that is in the ocean because we are taking their food source away from them. So, and it is important to note that actually our aquarium here at the Aquarium of Niagara does use all sustainable seafood. So we make sure that it is caught responsibly and from a healthy population before we feed it to our animals. So we make sure that we do that research, and we want our animals to receive the best care and the best fish that they can. So by giving them that sustainable seafood should hopefully ease their mind that they are leaving enough for their friends out in the ocean. Do you have anything else that you would like to add?
Actually, kind of on that note, we had a question. Do the penguins also eat sustainable fish? And how much fish can a penguin eat?
Great question. Our penguins here eat about 1 to 2 pounds a day, just depending on the size of the penguin and the age. They range between about 1 pound and 2 pounds a day, but they are also getting sustainable seafood. So our penguins are eating herring, they're eating anchovies, they're eating capelin and smelt. So those are all sustainably sourced as well. Great question.
And then where did this program come from?
So the program for Seafood Watch came from the Monterey Bay Aquarium. They actually started that program, and so they are the ones kind of leading that sustainability movement.
Yeah, and they're continuously adding to the list of sustainable seafood, so it's constantly updating. It's not something that you're going to see one time and it's going to become outdated. They're constantly putting in the work to make sure that we are buying the most sustainable seafood, and they're making sure that they get the proper information out to people that want to learn about it. So, any other questions?
Not yet.
All right, well, just wanted to let you guys know one more time. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching. Every day at 2 p.m. we are doing these live videos. We wanted to make sure that you guys are aware that we are closed, but we are still caring for all of these amazing animals that we have here at the Aquarium of Niagara. So thank you so much for taking the time to watch us, and thank you for all of your support.
Yeah, thank you again for all of your support. We really appreciate it. Our animals definitely appreciate it. We can't wait to open back up and see you guys hopefully very soon. Please make sure that you are staying healthy and staying indoors, making sure we are flattening the curve. And take care, guys, and we hope to see you tomorrow. Bye.
Hi, Martha.